at him again. Some pressure, though. Hit as he throws. Man open. Guess who? Darnold to throw. Back. Hit. Throws. End zone. Caught. Touchdown.
He's done a great job.
Third down here. Over the middle. Cooper Kupp. It's in. Touchdowns.
How many times can we move the goalposts on Sam Darnold? He went from the guy who was supposed to turn the Jets around to a draft bust, to a Panthers exile, to a backup journeyman, to the Vikings' potential franchise quarterback, to the Vikings' choke artist, to a downgrade for the Seahawks. That's right. Nick Wright called Sam Darnold a downgrade from Geno Smith.
So I know he had a better year last year than Geno Smith. I think they pretty clearly just got worse at quarterback.
And now he's the starting quarterback of a Super Bowl team. Not might be, not could be, not one game away. He's there. So at what point do we admit this wasn't a Sam Darnold problem? It was an evaluation problem by the media, by other teams, looking at you Jets, looking at you Vikings, because here's the truth nobody wants to own up to. He's been this guy the entire time. When he was stuck with dysfunctional coaching and broken organizations in New York and Carolina, the conclusion was that he was the issue. But nobody thrives in those environments. Not consistently, not sustainably. Even elite quarterbacks struggle when the infrastructure is rotten. Then something radical happened. He stopped being asked to save franchises and started being asked to play quarterback. In San Francisco, he finally entered a real NFL room. In Minnesota, Kevin O'Connell showed him what structure actually looks like. And in Seattle, under Mike McDonald, Sam Darnold wasn't treated like a reclamation project. He was the starter from day one. The Seahawks knew who their franchise quarterback was going to be. And that same quarterback that ESPN and Fox Sports laughed at will be starting in the Super Bowl. But how did we get here? How did everyone get this so wrong? Well, Sam Darnold was drafted in 2018. By the way, same class that Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson came from. None of them have reached the Super Bowl yet. But he was immediately named quarterback one for the Jets under Todd Bowles. The Jets had a bad season, but Darnold looked promising at times. He threw for nearly 3,000 yards as a rookie on a bad Jets team, but then his first head coach got fired. In his second season, he immediately has to adjust to a new head coach, Adam Gase. That didn't last too long because Darnold and Gase, they struggled for 2 years, and so then the Jets fired Gase and hired Robert Saleh. Saleh and the general manager, Joe Douglas, immediately wanted a fresh start at quarterback, so they traded Sam Darnold to the Carolina Panthers for a couple of draft picks because they wanted to draft and start Zach Wilson. And look, Darnold struggled in Carolina too, but he was under Matt Rule as his head coach. And in 2022, Darnold quickly found himself in a quarterback competition when the Panthers traded for, actually of all people, his 2018 draft mate, Baker Mayfield. Darnold lost that quarterback competition in the preseason. He also got a high ankle sprain that year. He was placed on IR until November. Baker did start several games for the Panthers, but then he got hurt. PJ Walker started a couple of games. Matt Rule, the head coach, gets fired. And then Baker was told that PJ Walker was going to start over him, so he requested his release. And he got it. He got released. Then Sam Darnold started a few more games that year under Steve Wilkes as the interim head coach. Just pure chaos for Sam Darnold during his time in Carolina, which was on par for the first half decade of his career. I mean, think about this. In Sam's first 5 seasons, he went through 4 different head coaches. He went from being a starter to being a third-string quarterback at one point. He just had no consistency whatsoever, which is expected when you play for dysfunctional organizations. Not that it was even his fault, by the way. The Jets drafted him. That wasn't up to Sam Darnold. The Panthers traded for him. That wasn't up to Sam Darnold. Once he did get his say in where he was going to go, once his time with the Panthers was done, he chose wisely. In 2023, Darnold signed with the 49ers, who are arguably one of the least dysfunctional organizations in the NFL. Darnold competed with Trey Lance for the backup job to back up Brock Purdy. He won that job. He didn't get to play very much that season as the backup. Only a Week 18 meaningless game because the 49ers had already clinched the number 1 seed. And for what it's worth, the 49ers did reach the Super Bowl that year. They lost in overtime to the Chiefs. But then in 2024, Darnold signed with the Vikings. And guys, I'm on record on this channel saying that it was a good signing and that I hadn't given up on Sam Darnold yet. I even said the Vikings should have extended him. Sam Darnold can be a long-term starter. Sam Darnold can get a team to a Super Bowl. And if Sam plays great, are you really going to let him walk out? I think the Seahawks would be happy to sign Darnold. Geno's pretty easy to get out of his contract this offseason. Bottom line, the Vikings need to wise up and lock down the gem they have in Sam Darnold and don't let him walk out the door or go win a Super Bowl for another team. Well, their loss, our gain, because ahead of the 2025 season, when contract negotiations weren't going well with Geno Smith, Seahawks general manager John Schneider traded Geno to the Raiders and signed Sam Darnold for an absolute steal at $33 million a year. So despite what Nick Wright thinks, the Seahawks upgraded quarterback for less money. That's a great general manager move, by the way. And in Seattle, Sam's been nothing short of elite. This season, he was top 10 in some of the top quarterback categories, 5th in passing yards, 7th in completion percentage, 9th in touchdown passes. And despite all of those stats, the takes on Sam have been awful. They just kept moving the goalposts. At first, it was Sam Darnold needs to win with the Seahawks to prove that last year with the Vikings wasn't a fluke. Well, the Seahawks went 14-3 this year. I'd say he won with the Seahawks. Then it was, well, Sam's a choke artist in the big moments. He's a choke artist if he doesn't beat the Rams. He went on to beat the Rams. Then it was, well, Sam's a choke artist if he doesn't beat the 49ers and secure number 1 seed. Well, he beat the 49ers and secured number 1 seed. Then it was, Sam's a choke artist if he doesn't beat the 49ers in the playoffs. He can't win a playoff game. He beat the 49ers in the playoffs. Then it was, you know what? Yeah, but Sam Darnold, they're not going to put the ball in his hands. They're going to limit what he can do. Sam's a choke artist if he doesn't beat the Rams in the playoffs. He beat the Rams in the playoffs and played possibly the best game of his career. The goalposts just kept on moving on Sam Darnold until he won enough that the haters had to shut the hell up. Finally, some of the people in sports media have actually walked back their comments. All year, Skip Bayless has been tweeting that he's Sam Darnold. Well, after an NFC Championship game where Sam threw for 346 yards and 3 touchdowns for a 127.8 rating, yeah, Skip had to walk his comments back.
Sam Darnold, who I have heavily criticized for many years, even before his draft, but now I can't help but believe in the guy I have nicknamed Sam Darnold.
And Stephen A. Smith walked his comments back.
I want to say to Sam Darnold, congratulations. You damn sure proved me wrong.
And Emmanuel Acho walked... Actually, no, he didn't. He doubled down.
Shame on the Rams defense for allowing us to praise Sam Darnold this much. Like, y'all allowed Sam Darnold to look like Matthew Stafford. Y'all allowed Sam Darnold to look like Peyton Manning. Y'all allowed Sam Darnold to have a Tom Brady stat line.
That's fine. Look, Sam Darnold's about to play the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl, and this Seahawks fan might even be wearing his jersey during that game. Sam's our quarterback, and I believe in him. Watch what he does to the Patriots in a couple of weeks. It's going to be epic. I'm Seattle Mike on the mic. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.